Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be going over World Event teams for the Ghost Bustin, I think it's called, World Event, high, mid, and low teams. Got to get this troop first, though, the Glory Shop troop, because I always forget to do that. May or may not be useful in the event, but sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't, so it might be the first thing you want to do. I'm just doing it in this order because I'm showing you guys teams and like doing what you guys need first. I'd probably do everything in a different order if I was just playing the game, but yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll do the weekly preview. SOULFORGE event key drop table. There's a new campaign with a new heroic gem. Epic Trials is tomorrow, but we'll do Underspire today. PvP today, probably not, because it's just different for everybody now. It's kind of weird, so I can't like show you teams for PvP. Unless you like have a specific restriction that's the same as mine, and somebody in the chat wants to see a team for PvP, I don't know how to go about doing that anymore with the voting and different restrictions on different platforms and all that. So PvP probably not going to happen, but Underspire will do that. So we got a vault event this weekend. You should be opening your vault keys. But let me get everything set up here. I got a thumbnail I got to add. I got to get the description right. I see Mark Rich Sauna. Alright, let's see. Good old loud keyboard. I don't know, I always like to hear people typing. It's kind of like that thing where you get the tingles on the back of your neck sometimes. I don't know. Intro. We got the thumbnail. Good old Flaming Oni, since I already used High King Iron Gut. That's how I make my thumbnails, by the way. Like, I'll pick out a few troops that I think are important for the week, and then I'll use them, like for the spoiler video, for the Monday video, for the Friday video. Those are like the ones I make thumbnails for. Sometimes the new account playthroughs. But I'll just pick out like the 3-4 most important troops, and then I'll like give them their own thumbnail, kind of. So now it's Flaming Oni. Probably should be like High King Iron Gut or the new guy, but I already did that for the spoilers, so we'll do Flaming Oni. He's cool too. Don't forget about him. Like a borderline. He's probably a top 20. Top 20. Zaijin is a really good event key drop table. I took a peek at the SOULFORGE. We'll go over that in a moment. Seemed a little bit ho-hum. We're playing Gems of War from 2014. Save. And I think I'm almost ready. Just gotta jump into the chat. Jump into the chat. Hit that like button. Let's get some more people in here. World event teams. Remember, you want to usually do spell damage. Like, you have the option between skull and spell. 90% of the time, you're going to want to do spell. And you're going to want to do some sort of AoE damage. You're getting so much extra spell damage, why not use it? It's, skulls are only going to kill things one at a time, no matter how hard they hit. You could have infinity skull damage, and you're still just going to kill one thing at a time. You see what I mean? So, it's better to do, like, AoE spell damage. That way you're hitting everything all at once with a bunch of extra spell damage. We don't want to, like, overkill and make the battle take longer with skulls. There used to be World Event used to be that they would actually do a skull-only medal. I haven't seen that in a long time. But usually the answer is spell damage. Russet Fox is here again. Good to see ya. Mark's throwing event keys this week. It's a good week to do it. I wouldn't tell you not to. You know me, I poop on almost everything, so when it's good, you know it's good. That's the good thing about this channel. When I say something's good, it's probably good, because I poop on everything, so like the new Mythic Baiska, I'm not super excited about that. Probably means it's not amazing. I'm telling you it's okay to throw event keys at Zaijin. That probably means it's good, because I usually poop on everything. Alright, live chat. Like button. Beep, boop. Let's get this guy fully ascended. He deals damage to an enemy boosted by ghost gems, and undead enemies gain an extra turn. So probably not something we're going to be using, but kind of neat. He's one of the first troops to use the ghost gems, which they're just soul gems. They're kind of like booty gems, but for souls. Probably be the easiest way to say it. They're booty gems, but for souls, not gold. Oh, we were talking about the elemental stars the other day, and I want to correct myself there. I think when you blow up an elemental star, it does not shoot out like it usually would. I was just noticing that as I was playing the game. That kind of sucks, for real. Like, it'd be nice if it would do that. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not 100% on that, but I feel like it didn't do that. So you probably get 0 mana from those when they get exploded. Because if they're only given 1 to each color, and then you round down, if it's 50%, and they always round down, why would you get anything? You'd probably get 0. I'll have to test it one day, like explode a corner with just an elemental star in it and see what you get, kind of. See what happens. I was just thinking, you know, like if you explode a Doom Skull, it'll still blow up like its normal explosion, I feel like. So, I don't know. Guess it doesn't work like that. Okay. I'll put a chapter in so you can skip all this stuff. Making sure everything's cool. Okay, we got Mark Rich Smith. We got Russet Fox. We got Lady Alfield. Sauna. Mark with the 2. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate it. Running out there. What you doing today? You singing, you dancing, you jumping rope, you on the swing, you starting the engine up, you opening the hood. What you doing out there, man? We got Gloomhob. Alright, let's head back and we'll do the world event first thing. I accidentally opened all my mail and got my gold and soul booster up there. But hey, at least you know, you can tell I got my PvP done. There's proof right there in the middle of the screen, 3354. But yeah, I'm wasting it right now. Oh well, I guess. I also got the Underspire all the way done, got to the 7th boss, doubled up on the gold orb. We got Journey all the way done. Was it Journey? What was it last week? Whatever it was. Yeah, I think it was Journey, right? We got that all the way done on like Saturday. I'm on track to get all my vault keys opened. Even playing my new account too. Like, I'm still on track with my main account. Here we go. Ghost Bustin. It says Undead has started. I'll read that later. Let's just make the teams. Or no, I might forget. Undead has started popping up all over Zhejiang. That was unusual, because nobody ever wanted to go to Zhejiang. We figured that something must be afoot. But first we needed to help the goblins. Defeat Undead, and collect their remnants, to see if we can learn what's going on. Stacy. The medal is Skull and Spell, so 90% of the time you're going to want to do Spell. I don't know the, I gotta look this up. And I'll add a chapter after I look this up. One sec. We gotta look up the scoring, because sometimes it's convoluted and weird, and you can't just figure it out on your own. Sometimes you can tell from, like, the text here. If it mentions a certain name, sometimes it's worth more, but I don't think they mentioned a certain name. So, we're just gonna have to look at the website for the scoring. Ghosts and Goblins. World event Ghost Bustin. Alright, let me put a chapter in so people can skip all the nonsense at the beginning. Does it sound good, everybody? Sound good? Sound check. 1, 2, 3. Details. And world event scoring. /start. Say 9 minutes, because I did start a little bit sooner. Pushing the swing today? Alright. You're out there pumping those legs. Are you in the baby swing? With your feet? Like standing? Standing in the baby swing? Mark's out there standing in the baby swing. What are you doing, bro? Standing in the baby swing. Alright, World Event Ghost Bustin. There are 6 battles that players can encounter during the event. Spectral Colossus, Captain Skullbeard, Morthani's Will, the Ghost Queen, King Bloodhammer, and the Grey King. The first 5 battles are randomly chosen, but they all have an equal chance of appearing on the map. The battle against the Grey King will only appear after the player wins 4 of the other battles. After defeating him, all battles reset, and you'll need to fight another 4 battles to spawn the Grey King again. Scoring. You can find the following rewards for each of the different battles you may encounter. I'll try to read them in order of operation. The Grey King is worth 8 remnants. King Bloodhammer is worth 5. The Ghost Queen is worth 5. Morthani's Will is worth 4, Captain Skullbeard is worth 4, and Spectral Colossus is worth 3. So it looks like it's in order, like rarity order. Pretty sure. King Bloodhammer is a legendary, the Ghost Queen is a legendary. They're both worth the same. The Great King is a mythic, it's worth the most. And you're only going to see him, you can't mess that up, because he's going to be like the only thing up there, I think. So just make sure you pick the legendaries, pick in a rarity order. I think they made it easy this time because they had it all weird last time. So, you know. Each remnant is worth 4 points. Battles will drop a variable number of remnants, on average about 1.18 times the base amount. And I guess they didn't make a change to the Epic Trials because there's nothing about that. Dez is here. Sauna with the gifted. Went to Russet Fox. How you like them apples? Russet Fox has been here, what, 3-4 streams now? Maybe a couple more. But, just recently started showing up to every stream and got gifted. That's how it works. Alright, King Bloodhammer or the Ghost Queen. Doesn't really matter. But, first thing, collect your rewards. Might be the only event in the game where the first thing you do is collect your rewards. Because you're going to get tokens. And the event is the token is the medal. Some events are the tower killer. Some events are the boss killer. Some events are the bounty captain. Some events are the Tower of Doom weapon. This event is the medal. It's the medal. So token of Crypts. We got some. Now we have a badge. Now we're going to buy up in the shop until we get a medal. That's usually what I do. But it could be different for everybody because, you know, your different guilds, different amounts of tokens. Depends how far you are. That's usually my stance here. I buy up until I get a medal. If you can't do that, if you don't even have any tokens yet, you might just want to buy the first 2. Because there's nothing to buy here. There's no weapon. There's no troop. You're just buying tokens so you can have a medal. I'm going to go to tier 3. See what happens. And there we go, my first medal. I may or may not buy a tier 4. I always start low, and then you can always buy more. If you start too high and you have extra sigils, you just wasted gems. So always start low and then buy more. One exception is probably like a faction event where you know you're going to go to 500. Then you would just buy super high so you can have a bunch of stats early, get it done faster. But on this one, I mean, you could buy extra and get more tokens so you have more power early, but I don't know. I usually would rather buy low early and then up it later if I have to. Alright, let's see what kind of teams we can make. Cat's here! I think we mentioned you the other day. Like, your name came up, and I was like, where's Cat been? Also, where's Livewire? I'm gonna keep saying it. Okay, here's our options. Got Fairy Godmother, Flaming Oni, High King Iron Gut, Emperor Nazara. You got Gob Truffle, he does hit all enemies. Is it going to be a boring Gob Truffle team? Probably. Fundingus is cool. Frostfire Goblin. Glorfindel showed me that this troop is pretty cool. I had no idea. Let's get this thing upgraded. We're not going to use it, but I'll forget if I don't do it now. Yeah, no, Russet Fox, you get to watch a special video coming up soon. I said I would make it by the 15th of June. It's probably going to come out on Wednesday. It's a members-only video. It's top 10 underrated troops or something like that. We had a whole poll and you guys voted on it. And so yeah, if you come to the streams like today and tomorrow, you might get a membership and be able to see that video. Or even if you come on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you could watch it after the fact. It's still going to be up. Alright, got that fully. Yeah, what else would you do other than King Gob Truffle? Like, it's going to be pretty boring, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to make 3 teams. I could probably make my undefeated Flaming Oni team, but... Or, you know, the autoplay one. It's not undefeated anymore, I can't say that. It lost one time to, like, Guild Wars or something. I can't remember what it was. Okay, so yeah, I mean, Gob Truffle for sure. Does anything else hit all enemies? Not really. She does, but he has a chance at looping. He puts green and brown on the board. Probably go 2 of them. And if you can use it, why not? I'm sorry. Maybe we do like that. And then for fun, we could throw like Flaming Oni on there to make it a high-level team. But there's other things you could do. Just for fun, we'll throw him on the bottom. It's probably a better team. Like you could do like Goblin Shaman or something. Might work a little better. But just for fun, to make it a high-level team, we'll do Flaming Oni. And then, what banner should we do? We got all green. We got a ton of blue. We have green, blue, red, and brown. Green, blue, red, and brown. We could minus purple, yellow. This looks pretty good. Green, blue, minus red. No. What? Stop doing that. Let's just do Trident. And then class, Titan, Archer, Warden, stuff like that. I'll probably do Archer. You know I like Archer. And yeah, hopefully it asks us about our medals. Got Medal of Crypts, not Medal of Bloods. And then I might do an Anu because we're pretty mana. Might be the only time you would ever have like a different medal in each slot. That's a thing you don't want to do. That's like a beginner mistake, unless it's the only medals you have. Like you should almost never do like a Yasmin, a Guard, and like a Nisha. Like that's not a thing you do. Like usually your team either needs all magic or all armor or all Orpheus or something like that. The only time you'll do that is like an Anu with 2 of something. But during a world event, when you have a world event medal, you got a world event medal, a Nisha, and an Anu. It's 3 different medals. Probably the only time you'd ever do that, unless you're a beginner with just only 3 medals. Alright, I'll put a chapter in for the high-level team. $18, $20-ish. We'll just do 18. Save. Good morning. Pushing the swing. Mother-in-law's 100th birthday. Wow. Congrats to your mother-in-law. Livewire's in jail. Yeah, we'll have to start making up stories about it. So early, just get up Gob Truffle and cast it. It's pretty much the highest priority on your team, no matter when it is, early, mid, late. Because of the extra turn and the damage to all enemies. Ghost Queen. Would Russet say, finally got Leprechaun yesterday at level 512, then got 2 more this morning. Yeah, it's hard for some people to get that troop. I got it on my new account, though, you know? Like, I was almost hoping to experience the struggle of not getting a Leprechaun, and then I just got one. I think the best thing to do is to join a good guild if you want Leprechaun, because you'll get way more keys, you'll have way more opportunity to get it. Hey, we missed. Alright. Is there any extra turns that I don't see? Just waiting for my turn. Up. Ah, I missed it. Oh well. Can read it on the settings. We already know what it does. It's not super important, the soul gem. It's going to be nice for my new account to get a couple of extra souls, but remember you have a soul cap. So like having a soul gem is just going to get you to the cap faster. If you're soul farming or something, it's not like you're going to get extra souls. You're just going to get, like, to the cap faster, maybe. Be cool if, like, the soul gem increased your cap, but I don't think it does. Worm Skull's here with the 2, pushing Mark on the baby swing. He's standing on the baby swing. You're like, what are you doing getting the regular swing, sir? I will push you if you will get out of that baby swing. There's a baby that needs to use it. Don't go sideways. Go straight back and forth. You're going to hit the baby. Don't you like when you're on the swings and people are going, like, left and right? They're going, like, diagonal, like, trying to hit you with their swing and stuff. And, like, come on, dude. Like, go straight. I mean, I haven't been on a swing in probably, like, 15 years, but... You know what I'm talking about back in the day. There's always that crazy person in the swing next to you, like, going in circles and going diagonal and stuff and trying to hit you. Give them a nice good kick when you get a chance. The swinging rant. How's the soul cap work? Let's see. We got the Gray King. We'll go to battle. We'll also look at the new soul gem while we're talking about it. Alright, so you see how you have 40 up at the top, the very top of the screen. I can't even go up to it, but right next to my thing right here. It says 0 out of 40 souls. So the most souls you could get from one battle is 40. Unless you have a way to increase that. That's why people call Pharaoh Nefer... What's its name? Ferris Ra? Sorry. Ferris Ra. So, like, doesn't matter anymore. I forgot its name. If you have something like Ferris Ra, it can increase that. Increase the cap, I'm pretty sure, right? Cedric increases the cap. Ferris Ra increases that cap. So, you know, but that's why people use those troops when they soul farm. Because they'll make it like 0 out of 100 or 0 out of whatever. So now you can get more souls per battle, and then you fill it up all the way. But just for a normal battle where you don't have, like, necromancy or some soul cap increasing troop, you're only going to get 40 souls no matter what you do. And that's not... I mean, you could get 40 every battle, and that would be more than you usually get. So having a soul gem is cool, but it's probably mostly going to be used for, like, soul farming teams and troops that boost off of souls, and... I don't know. But while we're talking about it... Ghost Gem. Oops. Ghost gems may not be matched. When exploded or destroyed, they give 10 souls to the player who destroyed them. Use Doom Skulls and troops with explosion effects to clear them off the board. So yeah, you gotta blow them up or destroy them. They give 10 souls when you do that. So you could get your 40 real quick. I mean, if they're falling and you got 4 of them on there, you just blow up the whole board, bang, you're at 40. Then they're doing nothing after that, though. Unless you increase your cap, or unless one of your troops boosts off of souls. Even if they boost off of souls, you can only get to 40, and then that's the max, so... There might be some stuff out there. I haven't really... It's the first day. Maybe somebody... Maybe the ghost gems have totally made it so soul troops are awesome now. But probably not. Just like the booty gems did not make gold boosting troops amazing. It's probably the same thing. There you go. There's a team. If you're a high-level player, even if you're a mid-level player, you could do this probably. We're going to replace out that final troop for the mid team. Let's just take off Flaming Oni and put on something else. You could do Fundingus. You could do Goblin Shaman. I might not even run it. Yeah, whatever one you like better. If you like Fundingus better, if you like Goblin Shaman better. At least Goblin Shaman uses purple and brown, so it's different than King Gobtruffle. You can almost throw any goblin down there and you'll be fine. Especially if it's putting some sort of like mana generation. Like I almost want to use Glorfindel's... What's his face? Frostfire Goblin, wherever he is. Can't find him. There he is. got a blue storm, though. We don't really need that. So we'll run this like one time, and I'll show you the team code. This would be like the mid-level team, I guess. String Fiddler, yeah. If you start running into trouble to where you're not just killing them in one shot and the enemies are actually getting turns, then String Fiddler could be good. Deeper on, I was about to say that, so you read my mind. String Fiddler for deeper later. You know how it is. Early on, they're not even... There's no... The Grey King over there. We're just, like, wiping them out super fast. Like, there's no... You're never going to cast String Fiddler this early. He's good, though. Like, there would have been no time to do String Fiddler there, but later on, for sure. Pretty much the same thing. You're probably not going to cast Goblin Shaman, but if you do, you'll put green on the board, you'll get an extra turn. You'll probably be able to match some green, get another extra turn, get up your Gob Truffle, cast it, get an extra turn, extra turn, extra turn, extra turn. I'll put a little chapter for that. World Event, mid-level team. I'll just say 26. Alright, now if you're low level and you don't have King Gob Truffle, I don't know how that would ever happen because the way the game goes, you should probably get Gob Truffle before you do a world event, like your first world event. So it's hard to like even think of a path where that would even happen. Because if you need a low level team for this event, maybe don't do the event and go do the things that will lead you to your Gob Truffle instead. Because your guild will probably be okay with it. You're probably a really low-level player if you don't have Gob Truffle. Because you're going to get Gob Truffle in, like, the first, 100 levels? The only people that are not going to have Gob Truffle, if they're playing the game correctly and following, like, my advice and most people's advice, you're probably going to have Gob Truffle. I don't know what level exactly, but at least, like, 250 would be crazy. Level 250. If you don't have Gob Truffle by then, I'm guessing. Somewhere around there, right? And you're probably going to get it in like the first 100 levels. Whenever you open the Underworld and you start doing your City of Thieves 3 times a day, he's like one of the first troops you should go get, other than like the Miraji Queen to make your Rohan team better. He's like the second troop you should get, because he'll do stuff like this. So, most people, I don't even know if there's a situation where a person would need a low-level team here, and they probably just use what I got right here. But, we could try, I guess, just for fun. If you're low level and you don't have Gob Truffle and you're just trying to help your guild, then you're just doubling up on sigils, tripling up on sigils, just using what you got. You probably don't even have like all the low level troops. You're just going to use what you got. You might have 8 troops to choose from. So you're just going to put a random 8 troops, don't even level them, and just double up on your sigils. But I'll try. So we can't use that, we can't use that. We need something that does damage. Is there anything? I feel like I'm making a team for, like, nobody on this one. I mean, at least that does damage. You'd probably use a weapon? Yeah, let's get rid of the wand. Okay, Black Manacles. Black Manacles, Red Macaco. Don't even think about the goblins if you're low level. Think about your weapon. So Black Manacles will do what you need it to do, because you're not getting first place, because somehow you don't have Gob Truffle. And we'll just make a cool team out of goblins that aren't mythic or legendary. I like Fundingus. I mean, at least Hobgoblin hits multiple enemies. We could do one that, the same as Fundingus, though. Just whatever. It doesn't. You could do whatever. You could put String Fiddler on there. I don't know. He's getting blocked, though. It's whatever you got. I would like something that doesn't use the same colors. Let's throw him over there. It's kind of fun, but we already have red and brown. She uses purple. I'm spending way too much time on this. It doesn't matter, dude. Just pick something stupid. Okay, I'm just trying to make a competent team, though. So we want something with yellow. Maybe. Guess Goblin Rocket. And the order of operation. You start losing your hero, then take it out of first slot, put like fun. You can just do this if you want, but sometimes like your hero will have cool stuff that does things in first slot, so. Yellow, blah, blah, blah. It's probably fine. Maybe we do. That's probably fine. And then banner. Got 2 green, 2 red. Let's go green. And what are we missing? We got purple, brown, green, red, blue, yellow. We got every color. But, maybe we minus yellow. I'll go with that. If you don't have that, do maybe this Spirit Fox banner. I'd probably do Titan. Because we're a beginner. Mr. PGGK! Once again, it's a whole conundrum because I bet you nobody needs this team out there. So I'll just run it like one time. Timestamp? Nah, it's not annoying. It's annoying when I don't put a timestamp. That's what's freaking annoying. I get annoyed at myself when I don't put one. I don't know that it's helping or not. Like, I know that people that are already going to watch say that they like them, but I don't know that it's, like, making people watch that are on the fence or not. Which, you know, that's why I'm doing it, kind of. Like, I love that you guys can just click on chapters. But, like, the main reason I'm doing it is for the people that say, oh, the live streams are too long. I miss your old videos where they were, like, 8 minutes long or 5 minutes long. Like, you can turn it into an 8 or 5 minute video by clicking on the chapters. So I'm trying to, like, solve that problem with chapters. But I don't know that they're actually doing that. So this metal should make your black manacles hit pretty hard. And if it doesn't, here's a thing you can do. Go up here. You see this? This is just beginners now. I don't want mid-game players and end-game players doing this unless it's like your last sigils and you know you're going to get all rewards and you figured it out in your head that you only need to do one more battle, like especially in Tower of Doom. That's the only time you'd ever touch this as a mid or end-game player. But if you're a beginner, you have no excuse. There's no reason to not do at least 1 or 2 battles for your guild because you can do this right here. You could spend 4 sigils and give yourself 200% to all skills. So no matter if your troops are level 1, if they have no traits, you're just using 3 random goblins and your black manacles, this would still work and be fine. And you just do this once a day and help your guild a little bit. You can't just be, oh, I can't do it. I don't have any. I only got 4 random troops and I have no gems and I'm level 100 and excuses, excuses, excuses. Just do this. You get free sigils every day. You don't have to buy any. You could at least do this one. 100% to all skills. So it's like a thing that Made it to where there's no excuse. No one should have 000 unless they're on vacation or in jail or something. So there's that one. If for some reason you don't have Gob Truffle, maybe you're just about to get it tomorrow. Alright, let's catch up in the chat real quick. But congrats on the Leprechaun Russet Fox. It's nice to get multiples too, because you're going to need to fully ascend it anyway, so. Citadel Wars has been a mess, Cat. Mark says Strix is Blood Frenzy today. I am killing it. Love it when that is Blood Frenzy. Yeah, I pick Strix sometimes. If it's like between Strix and like Sword's Edge and some other crappy one, I'll pick Strix. Thanks again, Wormskull, pushing Mark out there. Cat says, that's... I have a team that I'd... Yeah, you gotta increase it with, like, Necromancy or something. You gotta find a troop that has a trait that increases your soul cap. Russet says, I don't yet have Wand of Stars, so use Old Faithful Mountain Crusher. That's good. I recommend Mountain Crusher for beginners. And it gets still good through the whole game. Even with all these new weapons getting added all the time, all these explodey weapons, you got Obsidian Librum, for example, you got the Wand of Stars. There's so many now. Mountain Crusher's still really good. It's kind of like a Black Manacles or a Rowan or a Leprechaun. Like, it's never going to get old or bad. Yoke the Ham is here. So that's the world event. Just do what you can. Get those medals. Do AoE damage. Don't do skulls. Use King Gob Truffle. I know it's like super fun and you use him everywhere all the time, or you used to at least. But he's the best thing for this event. That's what I would say. King Gob Truffle. Alright, let's do the weekly preview. Put in a chapter. I'll try to blaze through it for you. Do the SOULFORGE. Weekly. We got 38. 38 special. Alright, weekly preview for the week of June 10th, 2024. Ghosts and Goblins, new epic troop, Gloom Hob. Get this troop with glory from the rewards tab of the shop. The Frostbound Sword, the campaign has started. New rewards every week, don't miss out. Ghost Bustin. Experience our new world event with your guildmates. Play world event battles every day to unlock rewards. We just went over that. High, mid, and low. Go check it out. There's chapters. New mythic troop Baiska. Exclusive to Glory Gem, Guild, and VIP chests for 1 week only. So it'll be out of the drop table on Friday. When the Vault event starts, the new mythic is gone. Or at least it's gone. So if you're a beginner, you probably shouldn't be throwing keys right now, especially if you already got a copy of Baiska, because that's the only mythic you're going to get. No matter who you are, if you throw keys right now, this is the only mythic you're going to get. So if you already got it, don't throw keys, because you're just going to get another one. Event keys are not included. Gold keys are fine to open. Event keys will give you Zhejian troops. We'll go over that in a minute. But like glory keys, like they say right here, Glory Gem, Guild, and VIP. Don't open them this week until Friday, because you're going to get another copy of Baiska. You're going to waste your keys. They don't really say that in a way that makes you not open keys. They kind of just want you to do that. Don't get tricked. The devs are trying to trick you at every turn. So don't get tricked. Week of Zhejian, all Zhejian troops gain 10% of skills. Week of Goblins, all Goblins gain 10% of their skills. And bonus gold, use Gloom Hob and PvP and Explore to gain 400 gold. That's going to be good for my new account. I got a Goblin team right now. I'm going to have more stats. Okay, let's check out the SOULFORGE. I'll put them in order no matter what's in there. Anita. Thank you so much, Anita. Who's it going to? Beg for mercy. All right. That's perfect. Couldn't go to a better person. I mean, he's at least tied, you know. Can't say stuff like that. He's been on here a long time. He's free to play like me. We're just buddies, so if I could like gift him, I would too. Alright, we got Plague. We got Fallen Vowdies. Is this going to be the worst SOULFORGE ever? Shabana Vespera. And Amarok. Yeah, this one's pretty bad. It's not horrible, like Shabana Vespera and Amarok are functional. But Fallen Vowdies and Plague are two of the worst in the game. So to put them in order, I'd say Shabana Vespera is probably the best thing, but it's not a top 20, it's not a top 10. Don't waste your diamonds unless it's filling in the blanks type of deal. We got 26 blue, yellow, purple, drifting sands, elemental mystic. Give 21 to a random skill on an ally. Create 9 gems of their mana color. Then repeat 2 more times for random allies. 30% chance to summon as Jin when matching 4 or more gems. It's one of those, it's not a top 10, it's not a top 20, but some people like it. So they'll talk about Shabana Vespera and how they like it. It's kind of like me with Sycorax. Like, some people really like this troop. In reality, it's not a top 20. You should save for something else. Amarok would be up next. 24 red, yellow, brown, broken spire, elemental beast. Deal damage to an enemy. There's a 10% chance to devour them, boosted by red gems and burning enemies. If the enemy dies, create 9 red gems. Burn and stun a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems. Reduce damage from skulls by 50%. If you were to say you think Amarok's the best mythic in the SOULFORGE this week, I wouldn't argue with you. They're really close. Another one that's not a top 10 or a top 20, though. Between Fallen Vowdies and Plague. I'm going to give it to Plague for the troop art. Troop art is sick. So let's make Fallen Vowdies the worst mythic in the SOULFORGE. 20 blue, green, purple, Apocalypse, Daemon Fae. Eliminate 40 points of a random skill from all enemies, poison and disease them. Enemies lose 3 skill points on 4 or 5 gem match. Deal double skull damage versus diseased and impervious. Oh, it's just super old. Like, they put Apocalypse mythics in. I think they were like the first mythics in the entire game. So it's never been updated or fixed or made better. So it's not good. And it's one of the worst in the game. It's bottom 10 for sure, probably bottom 5. I made a video about that, by the way. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Just look up Sinnycool, Gems of War, Worst Mythics or something. Fallen Vowdies is on that list as well. 24. Blue, purple, brown, Draxum, Undead Mystic. Deal damage to all enemies. Explode 3 Doom Skulls boosted by divine enemies. Silence divine enemies. It's just too, it's all about divine enemies. And when is that going to happen? And even when that happens, there's probably something better. She just too specific, and also another old one. She's like the opposite of Amethyl that we just got, who is also not that good. So that's your order for the mythics. If you're going to craft anything, make it Shabana Vespera or Amarok. So for the legendaries, we got Kraken. Used to be meta, but no longer. Divine Ishbala used to be meta, is still good. Emperor Liang, kind of underrated. Little bit. Nimue, another one that's kind of underrated. So I don't know where I'm going to... Probably... This is definitely first. It might be the best thing you could craft in the entire SOULFORGE this week. With the top 10 legendary, something like that. 18 yellow, purple, Leonis Empire, Divine Human. Transform red gems to skulls and green gems to yellow, and enchant 2 random allies. It's like the only troop in the game that has a 40% start instead of a 50, because it was so strong that they had to nerf it. Divine Ishbala is good. I like it. I still use it. I think it's a top 10 legendary. But, like I always say, save up for mythics. You'll get legendaries other ways. You shouldn't waste diamonds on legendaries unless it's like Tesla. But it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to get a Divine Ishbala. Next up, maybe Nimue. I always said that so wrong, but somebody said it's Nimue. 18 green, purple, Merlantis, Merfolk Mystic. Transform yellow gems to skulls and red gems to purple. Silence the 2 strongest enemies. No good traits, really, but whenever you have that double conversion and then you can... It's doing other things, too. Like, that's usually pretty good. Not a top 10 or anything. Probably not even a top 20, but just a little bit underrated. Like, I think people think of it as like a C+, but it might be like a B. When you say underrated, it doesn't mean it has to be like a S tier and people are calling it a C tier. Like, it's underrated just means, you know, people think of it as a C tier, but maybe it's actually a B. Emperor Liang is up next. 16 yellow, purple, Shintang Elf. Destroy all gems of a chosen color. Give all allies of the matching color life and 4 magic. Enchant a random ally in 4 or 5 gem match. Decent one. Maybe very slightly underrated. Above average, for sure. And, Kraken, I don't know if it should have been, like, last. But it used to be meta. You'd put it with, like, what was it? Like, Justice, and anybody remember that? It would devour, it was cool. Everybody was using Kraken when it first came out. Back in the day. 17 green, purple, Blackhawk monster. Deal damage to the last 2 enemies. Create 8 blue gems. Then there is a 35% chance to devour the last enemy. So it would, like, loop. Justice puts blue up. This thing's putting blue up. You're instant killing. You're doing damage. Like, back in the day, this was the thing. I remember using Kraken, like, quite a bit for months. But now it's just like anything else that used to be good. It's no longer used. Cool troop art, though. Weapons! We got Rock Stabba, blowing up green for goblins. Summon a goblin. Those are always decent. Nice. Collection purposes. Gob Sticker, same thing. Blow up green. Goblins, goblin troop. Collection purposes, always good. Godmother's Wand. Explode 3 gems and then create a wish gem. Not something I've ever used. Hack Job. Deal damage. Boosted by Zasian allies. Then create a mix of 6 green and brown gems for each Zasian ally. Could be useful. It's like a tool to have in your tool belt, but it's not anything to, like, rip your panties off about. Face Stick. Deal splash damage to an enemy. Explode 8 gems of one of their mana colors. Sometimes I actually use this. Like, I won't lie. There's an occasion here or there back in the day. You know, I haven't used it recently, but there'll be a real tight restriction, and for some reason I can't find a weapon or something, and you know, it does splash damage. It explodes. It's kind of cool. Doomed Breaker. Norbert's Turnip. Deal damage. Boosted by goblin allies. Then create a mix of green and red for each goblin ally. Really good. Hold on a second. It doesn't have an extra turn on it. Pretty sure it has an extra turn. Why is it on the souls? What's it doing? Am I pushing the wrong button? That might be the best one in the SOULFORGE. Norbert's Turnip. As far as weapons. I'm pushing the wrong button. I'm dumb. I'm pretty sure it has quick on it. Yep, gain an extra turn. So normally with these weapons, you need to make an entire team of goblins to even have a chance for the green and red to make enough green and red to get an extra turn. Well, this one just, it has an extra turn no matter what. You cast it, you get an extra turn no matter what. So you don't even need a full team of goblins if you don't want it, but normally you will. It is a goblin weapon. Pretty good weapon. Might be a top 10, might be like a top 20, something like that. Goblins are so good in the game, and then you got a weapon here that has an extra turn. It's pretty much the goblin of weapons. Pretty nasty looking troop art, though. Flesh Ripper. Flesh Nothing. And yeah. So that'd be, I would say, Divinish Bala and Norbert's Turnip. If your heart and soul just really wants to get stuff out of the SOULFORGE this week, Divinish Bala and Norbert's Turnip. And if you just are dying for a mythic, Shabana Vespera or Amarok. So that was the SOULFORGE. War is bad too, I know. Mark says War is my worst mythic. I laugh when I see it. I've never even traded it. Yeah. Rich Smith says we need an updated mythic tier list video. You sure do. I should make one, but blame it on you know who. Sorry to say. I know that's stupid, and I'm trying not to talk about it, but blame it on you know who. We have to live stream now. I was sick and tired of putting all this time and effort into pre-recorded videos just to have us view farming snake oil salesmen. You know, just put 5 videos out a day and bury me. Let's see. So, let's get on to the next thing, which would be Glory Shop, campaign, TRAITSTONE, event key drop table, what's going on this week. It's a whole little chapter of things that you probably won't look up in specific. So, Glory Shop, TRAITSTONE, event key, and we'll say 52 for the chapter. Blame it on Livewire. Yep. Not Livewire. We all know who. The Idiocracy. The Butter Eaters. Let's go. Shop. Always get your spoils of war. I'm kind of debating to get it. Am I going to get it on my new account or not? I love playing the new account because I can think about beginners way more. I'm thinking as a beginner. Like, I'm thinking of with my main account, I do this no matter what every single time. And now that I'm actually doing a new account playthrough, I'm like thinking in my head, am I going to do this as on my new account? So, it's already helping. Depends how many, like, how much glory you have. If you only have 1,800, you probably wouldn't do it. But if you have, like, 10,000, maybe. Alright, we got Gloomhob. We kind of already went over it, but, yeah. It's 13 green, purple is Asian, undead goblin, deal damage to an enemy boosted by ghost gems, and undead enemies gain an extra turn. 15% chance to create a ghost gem when my turn begins. It's got necromancy, so if you use this troop, you'll have, your soul cap would go up. It comes in with arcane venom TRAITSTONEs, green and purple. You can get as many as you want right now, up to 400. So, we're going to check out the troops you can fully trait with that TRAITSTONE right now. Green, purple, all color. Base rarity. Show all. So I'm going to do this off the top of my head, so forgive me if I miss a couple. We got Arachnian Weaver, Creeping Doom, Impervious, and Stealthy. Just fleshes this bad boy out. It's amazing. We have... You know, you got the Mandragora with the web. You know that's not my favorite troop, but you could trade it up. Queen Aurora with the Rainbow Link. Queltzama has a 20% chance to resurrect myself with full mana when I die. Possessed King with the Unstable Possession. Pretty much the only thing he's used for, so if you're using the Possessed King, make sure it's fully traded. Yasmin has an Entangle. Now we're getting into the troops that 100% definitely use this TRAITSTONE. You have to double check with the Mythics because they use 3 colors. There's different combos. So, you know, these will definitely use them though. Use this TRAITSTONE. I don't see anything so far. First Mate Axe Lubba. Empowered. Convert blue gems to red. You want that? You want all of those? Moon Rabbit's one of them. Empowered. Blue to yellow at the start of battle. Does he have anything? Summon a Leaf Storm at the start of battle. Not bad. Twinkleberry. Leprechaun, very important. So shout out to was it Russ at Fox or who said they just got the Leprechaun? Somebody did. And the Traitstone is available right now. You can it has to be fully traded for it to do its thing. The Leprechaun. You want to explode the board at the very start of battle, like first turn. So get it empowered, man. Leprechaun. That's why you save your glory for situations like this. You don't just blow it on chests. You save up your glory, then you can get the Traitstone for the Leprechaun that you just got. Now it's fully empowered. You don't have to go to Explore for an hour to get the Traitstones. You can just buy it in the shop. If it uses, even if it even uses, does it use Arcanes? Am I talking out of my butt? I don't know. Do all these even need Arcanes? I mean, empowered, now that I think about it. They might for, like, their last trait. This one has Swift. I wish I had a troop I could trade. I don't think I have anything untraded. And nothing's untraded. Is it butt talk? Eh. Anyway, it's still cool to go over all the troops of that color. That would be cool if they're fully traded. It might only mean it might only be like the mythics, the legendaries, and the epics or something that need an arcane Traitstone, but those are the most important ones anyway, like the legendaries mostly. The mythics. Just fun to go over all of them, even if they don't use an arcane. Yeah, Chad, thanks for the 2, bro. So now we have a whole situation. Oh, you did double, you double-2'd. You did a number 2 and then a number 2. Hey, don't feel free to not do it next stream, you know what I mean? I'll remember for next time. But we got Mark out there swinging in the baby swing with his feet. Sana pushes him and says, hey you, why don't you get in a real swing? Wormskull joins in, sitting next to Mark, going in circles. Sana's like twisting his swing so he can let go, and then he's... Mark's trying to swing, he's like, hey, stop it, man. Then Anita comes out there like, hey, come on, guys, let's go. Let's get it together. We're going to see who can jump the furthest. We're going to see who can kick their shoe the farthest. We're going to see who can go over the bar, 360. And then Chad says, I can do that, bro. He pops his collar. He's like, I'm the swinging champion of the world. Manadwin's here. If you want to be in the story, you know how. Just kidding. Okay, what's next? Okay, I did the Glory Shop, I did the Traitstone. Let's do the Event Key Drop Table, which is a good one. It's a top 5 kingdom for event keys. You wait, you wait, you save, you save, you wait, you save, you wait, you save. Just like diamonds. Just like shiny keys, anything like that. We don't just, oh, I got 10 event keys, I better open them right now. Oh, I got 100 event keys, I better open them right now. Even 500. You need thousands. It's something you save and save and save and save and save and save and save. You never open your event keys, please. No matter who you are, it's like not even a depend situation. It does not need the emoji. This is for everybody. No matter where you're at in the game. Save your event keys. Don't open them. Leave them alone. It's like a booger in your nose. Just leave it alone. Don't pick it. Blow it out of there or something. I don't know. We got Zacian troops, though. This is a good one now. This would be where you saved up your event keys, you got a couple thousand, and now you're going to let them loose. There's only like 3, 4, 5 kingdoms where that's a thing, and there are 38 kingdoms. So what is that percent? What percentage of the time should you be throwing event keys? Not very much. It's 5 out of 38. Whatever that is. Somebody figure it out. That's the percentage of the time you should be throwing event keys. Zacian. And for real, you should save up for a specific kingdom. It should really be 1 out of 38. Alright, so these are the troops you can get with event keys right now. Got Fairy Godmother. She's neat. She's like a neat, fun troop. She's not something that's gonna like... She's not top 10. She's not top 20. She's kind of too random. but she's fun. Got Flaming Oni. This is like a top 20, maybe a borderline top 20. It's in there somewhere. It depends how. It's like your preference. You might call it like number 11, while somebody else might call it number 21. But it's somewhere in there. It's pretty good. Flaming Oni, I like it anyway. It's like me. I have a little bit of a bias towards it, I guess, and I like it, so I probably rank it a little bit too high, just to be honest. But it's cool. 22 green, red, brown, Zacian, Daemon, Goblin. Summon 3 random goblins, then explode a bunch of green and gain an extra turn. So it's just like, you're never going to lose. If you got this dude on the bottom of your team, you're probably never going to lose. But he's also not going to make like the fights go faster. So he's not always appropriate. But he's nice when you need him. Here's another one that's nice when you need him. High King Irongut. Freaking top 5 mythic, probably a top 3 mythic. One of the best in the game. This is what you're saving event keys for. He crushes the Underworld. He's the Underworld King. He's even better now because of like Bane of Mercy and so many stats in the game. Like, he's not even just an Underworld troop. He goes really good with CT. He goes really good with Zolgoth. He's really good just by himself with the wand or something. He's amazing. And the reason he's the king of the Underworld is because you have Horde level stats that get him to 100% Devour rate. So you can get him to he has 79 right now. It's his attack. So he has a 79% out of the box Devour. And if I just use him in the Underworld, he's got 120% chance. It's crazy. Like, he just devours if I cast it. And he can do that over and over and over, and he's gaining stats while he does it. So if you're fighting some level 500 faction, and they have like 300 HP and 300 armor and, 150 attack or something, and you devour them, you get all of that. You get all of that. Now he's just gigantic, beefy first slot with 1,000,000 attack. And they can't kill him. And he's just going to devour again. So he gets the job done. He gets the job done. He's awesome. I'm not even going to, like, poop any. He's awesome. High King Irongut is amazing. There might be better things for very low-level players, but once you get into the Underworld and you're actually trying to do harder things, even like Explorer 12 and just hard stuff, anything that the stats go super high, he's good. He's really, really good. Especially paired with CT or Zul'Goth or the Wand or something. Gob Truffle you get in the Underworld, so you won't get it from event keys. Queen Grapplepot, she's okay. Can't get the full. It's a tarot card. Fundingus a little bit underrated. I like it. 14 green, red, Zacian, Elemental Goblin, explode purple gems, then summon either a giant toadstool or an explode stool and gain an extra turn. He's like a little mini Flaming Oni. And, String Fiddler's good. A Leaf Storm, silence an enemy, explode gems, gain an extra turn. Slug Hoarder's decent. Princess Fizzbang is like a fun troop too, like Fairy Godmother. Look at this, you got Black Beast. This is good early game, like really early. You could devour your own entire team and then just have one giant tank to solo with. I almost want to do like a challenge, like go to Explorer 12 or something and just devour my whole team and then see how far I can get. Or like, no, go to like the Underworld maybe. Go to like a super hard. It has to be green or brown. You devour your entire team, and then you see if you can win. Oh, but then it wouldn't have the stats in the next fight. So, I don't know. It'd be cool to think of a challenge like that. All the goblins, early game. You can't go wrong with this event key early game, because you're just going to get a bunch of goblins, and you probably need more copies at least. And you might get Flaming Oni, you might get High King Irongut, you might get Fundingus. And I'm going to be doing that this week on my new account, and I'll be hoping for at least a Fundingus or something that I can add to my team. If everything goes perfectly, though, I'll get these two. So really good event key. It's not number 1, but it's maybe number 2, and if it's not number 2, it's number 3. It's up there. It's a top 3 event key drop table. The only thing that 100% beats it out is Adana for Ironhawk, Tesla, Tina, etc. Ooh, Black Beast Devour Drake Rider. That might be cool. Manadwin says, I never leave my boogie unpicked. 13% says Yoke. So that's how often you should throw event keys. About 13% of the time. Alright, so we did Glory Shop, TRAITSTONE, event key drop table. Let's check out the campaign. We heard a rumor that undead were attacking Zhejiang. What could the undead possibly want with a kingdom full of goblins? We traveled there to find out. We got Brawler, Gold Digger, and Green Slayer. Just gonna happen. You're not gonna, like, go out of your way. Let's see what we're getting, though. This is the most interesting part, and they fixed this. I remember last week we discovered they finally fixed this. I used to not be able to do this. It was, like, invisible. Alright, so this is one thing in the game I do recommend buying. I don't buy it myself because I'm totally free to play, and I'm never going to change that. But if I was to give advice to people, which I do all the time, and that's what I do, Death Knight Armor, Campaign Pass, Kingdom Pass. That's how you pay for the game. You're going to get all this extra stuff down here, you know? Minion Orb, Dragon Knight. What's this? Sir Saxby? It's a pet. You get some more copies. Frozen Knight set. What the heck is that? Look at that picture. It's weird. It's like all the emojis instead of the one emoji. That's like they need to fix that, huh? Frost Bound. Create a mix of 16 ghost gems and freeze gems, then explode a gem. That's your weapon for buying the campaign pass. I'm not talking about like super duper elite pass or like the isn't there like an extra pass? Don't do that one, but just like the regular first purchase is what I mean. Justice Tarot. Does it usually have tarot in the name? Oh, it's because there's already a troop called Justice, I guess. Well, why couldn't they think of a more creative name than Justice Tarot? That would be like naming something like, Goblin Goblin or something. Or like, Fundingus Goblin. Create a ghost gem. There's a 7% chance of an extra turn for each blue gem on the board. Doesn't sound good to me. Aldrich the Frostbound. So that's your mythic for buying the campaign. That's your ultimate prize when the campaign is over and you got everything done. You're going to get this mythic. Free-to-play people can't get it until later. 24 blue, red, brown, Sword's Edge, Undead Knight, Steel. 50 life from the first two enemies, boosted by ghost gems, then curse and freeze them. 65% skull reduction. Create one ghost gem when my turn begins. I mean, I love true damage, and I especially love stealing life because it gives it to you. But it looks like it's missing something for it to be like a really good mythic. Doesn't look bad. It's a nice one if you buy the campaign. Maybe put it with Gloomleaf. What's that one troop that also hits the first two enemies? I guess you'd want to do true damage, though. I don't know. Does that thing do true damage, that owl? I don't know. It's a decent one. It's not amazing, though. And all this extra crap is if you buy the extra pass. That's the extra stuff you get for the extra money at the end. Stats. We're getting HP this week. Let's check them all out, because sometimes there's no magic. Oh, we got magic. But only one time. Alright, what else is going on this week? If I can remember. I'm having trouble remembering lately. I suck. Too much on my mind. Too stressed out. Too anxious. I can barely even remember what's going on this week. Alright, so today, of course, do your XP booster, do your adventure board, do your dungeon, get started on your world event. You might go to the Underspire and buy a couple torches and get started on that. Maybe you still need to do the epic trials. PvP, you better check that out. That's mostly what's going on today. Tomorrow you got Amani Thrax faction event. Wednesday, Black Beastkin, I think it's called. Thursday, Thief class event. Thief is good. I do use it. You know, is it a top 5? I don't know about that, but it's a useful class that you will use. It has a Purple Storm, a 50% start, an instant kill, a nice weapon. Like, it's a good class. Friday, we have Vault Event. Vault Event on Friday. So, best time in the game to be playing extra, and best time to farm everything. You could say any resource, anything in the game, and I could tie it back to doing the Vault Event properly and farming the Vault Event. No matter what, you could say Stellarix. You could say Ironhawk. You could say writs, you could say deeds, you could say books, you could say anything in the game, and you could tie it back to going hard in the Vault Event. You can get everything in the game through the Vault Event. Just go super hard, play it right, don't get distracted, and you'll get anything you want in the game. It might take you 2 or 3 of them, but you're not going to maybe get it off of one Vault Event, but it'll definitely get you closer. And Vault Events are really good. And you can ask people in the chat who I've, expressed the importance of the Vault Event to, and then they went out and went super hard at it, and then they got the thing, they got Zul'Goth, or they got Dawnbringer, or they got Stellarix. You can ask somebody in the chat. It happens. So that was all that stuff. We have Underspire to do. Let's take this metal off before I forget. Underspire. Rusted Fox, your first Vault Event. That's good. Use that Rowan team. On Explore 1. And don't, just keep going. The goal of the Vault Event is to just get to the next set of 4 enemies as soon as possible, and then get to the next 4, next 4, next 4, next 4, and to get vault keys. And get gaps, you know? We'll be doing it on Friday if you need more information. I'll show you how to do it on Friday. 9:30 a.m. EST. Live stream. Okay, chapter. We got Underspire. $113. Let's not put the time yet. Let me see what the chat's saying first. If anything, TMI Manadwin, says Chad. About the booger picking. Mr. Z is here. Dr. Captain Professor Chef Zucchini Jr. Senior MD PhD CPA. War coins. War coins. Maybe. War coins, if they're... What if there... Is it an... Can you get war coins through an offer? And what would you use to buy that offer? You would use gems. Where are war coins available? Are they available in an event somewhere where you could spend extra gems to get extra rewards? Like, usually it's gems. You know, you get gems through the Vault Event, you get gems through Vault Keys. You can then use those gems to get war coins. Yoke the Ham says Thursday, Cindy will go over Vault Prep. Yup. You'll be on strike at home? Good. Now's the time, man. Mow the grass right now. Clean out the garage right now. Do the laundry right now. Tell wifey you'll do the dishes if you can play a little bit extra on the weekend. Like, hey, you know, when I'm on that 5th hour of the Vault Event, please don't, you know, discourage me and tell me I'm a loser, you know? Like, I don't know. Remember, I did the dishes. Remember, I mowed the grass. Remember, I cleaned out the garage. Remember. Say, hey, baby. Hey, baby. I'll do the dishes today. If I can have a hamburger tomorrow. Hey, baby. Or, hey, if you're a lady, say, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, hubby. Hey, hubby, I'm going to be playing a lot this weekend. I'm going to go ahead and cook you dinner tonight. Or I'm going to go ahead and mow the grass. You know? Don't be asking me for stuff when I'm playing the Vault Event. Now, I'm going to be running gaps, you know? I get 15 minutes. Nobody can interrupt me for 15 minutes, so I'm just letting you know ahead of time. I'm going to go mow the grass right now. Because I know usually on the weekend you say, shouldn't you be out there mowing the grass? Well, I'm going to mow it on a Thursday. That way I don't want to hear about it on Sunday when I'm in a gap now. I just mowed it. I weed whacked. I pulled the weeds. I cleaned the gutters on Thursday. So, we're good. I'm going to play Vault Event this weekend. Alright, we have a Zacian Underspire with Zacian troops. So it's probably going to look very familiar to the World Event. You can even just go and steal your team from the World Event and plug it in here, probably. So, it's the gob triple. So this is not very interesting, I know. Well, the weapon, I guess. Weapon's different. Let's try Norbert's turnip. Then you don't have to because of the extra turn, okay. But yeah, well. Let's look at all the weapons real fast. Yeah, looks like a Norbert's turnip. Gotta do. War coins is also in the rewards of leveling up. Yep, and doing lots of Vault Event will level you up quicker. Because you're doing lots of Explore 1 really quickly, and you can get lots of hero experience like that. Russet Fox says, I am the wifey. We got a lot of those in here. Mark says, do you ask Mrs. Cinny if you can play more on Vault weekends? She's usually working, so I don't really have to. She works on the weekends, so that's the good thing about Vault Event for me. Mr. Z says, did it this morning, stepped in an anthill, had a wonderful time. I remember that, riding on the mower and get stung by a bee or something. Then you lose control and run through a fence. Alright, I'm putting in a chapter right now, 117.45. Because I talked to the chat, and I wanted to make it more precise. How many banners is the max? I don't know. We'll check that out in a second. Let's see. Can I do unowned? Hey, I own them all. Somebody asked, Yoke asked how many banners there are in the game. We can count them, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 44, 5, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 60. 70. 80. 85? I think 85. 85 banners. I have them all, too. That's cool. So, you know, there's 38 from your kingdoms, right? And then I think each faction has one, too. And then there's the war band ones. That might be all of them. Every faction has one. That's 38. Or every faction has one, and every kingdom has one. That's 76. And then there's probably 9 war coin banners, or warband banners. I probably could have figured that out without counting. If I was smart. Okay, probably the same kind of banner, like a green-brown. We don't have any purple, though. Could do that one. Class, dummy. Probably back to Archer. So, normally with every other weapon in the game that is of this type, you would want to use the class that makes you a goblin. But since this weapon has an extra turn on it, without even, you don't need to get the green and the red all over the board and make an extra turn. You don't have to do a goblin if you don't want to. You can do whatever class you want. So here's the high-level team. It's only high-level because of Flaming Oni. You could definitely put Goblin Shaman or Fundingus or something on the end of the team. You could do triple Gob Truffle. Just gotta get some mana. Don't you love the Underspire and no potions? There we go. And this should definitely make it to the 7th boss. We got extra turns on every troop, and then we have a summon in last slot that can summon 3 goblins. So, unless you somehow like lose Flaming Oni at the start of battle, you're probably going to be fine all the way to the 7th boss. The team I made last week made it to the 7th boss. The week before that, I don't think I've changed anything. It's your free lantern. And you want to buy every day if you're trying to get all the way to the 7th boss. Do this every day until like Friday or so. Last week I had to buy 2 every day, and then on Sunday I only bought 1, which was pretty bad. Normally you'll do better than that. I must have hit a bunch of dead ends. It feels like to me it usually works out to where you buy 2 every day through Friday, and then from there you kind of keep an eye on it and buy a little bit less, or... Let's do another fight. Alright, Chad, we'll see you, dude. Have a good day. You're missing the warband ones, Yoke? Yeah, they're not, like, always there. There's only so many warbands available, and then they, like, rotate them out. So that could definitely happen. Mark says, usually you only buy warbands for the banners, not really the team. Yep, pretty much. Unless it's super early game and you're buying it for, like, goblins or Clockwork Sphinx, but we got those without warbands, so we didn't need to do that this time on our new account. Alright, I want brown or yellow, probably. Let's just get up the weapon. Of course not. Brown or yellow, please. There we go. Turnip fills up Gob Truffle, cast Gob Truffle until they die. Pretty simple. Pretty simple week. Just with the World Event and Underspire. I don't know if they removed them permanently, Sana, but they definitely rotate. And they don't rotate them as much as they should. There's some things they don't do like they say they're gonna do it. Like sometimes the campaign mythics don't make it into the SOULFORGE on the first cycle they're supposed to make it into the SOULFORGE. Sometimes the campaign mythic isn't in the event key drop table when it should be. Sometimes they don't rotate the warband banners like they should. And sometimes they don't do the kingdoms in the right order that they should. Like, it's stupid. Like, you wish the game would just operate the way you would think it would operate. Alright, so that's the high-level team. We would just take this off and throw something on there that's not a mythic. You could do a third Gob Truffle, maybe. But to round out your team a little bit, you might want to do Fundingus or Goblin Shaman. Fundingus has a summon. So, do you want to loop better, or do you want a summon? Is going to be the question, whether you do Fundingus or Goblin Shaman. I think early on you would do Goblin Shaman, and later on you would do Fundingus. So this would be like the mid team, I guess. And once again, the same thing as the World Event. If you're a super low-level player and you don't have Gob Truffle, maybe you shouldn't be doing the Underspire yet. Maybe you should go get that Gob Truffle instead. Putting a chapter in. Got airplanes dive bombing again. We had 3 police here yesterday. We had 2 or 3 police here the day before that. This place is awesome. There was a fight yesterday. I can't really explain. I can't really tell you the full story because it's like some person called another person a bad word. Just think of like the worst thing that could happen as far as that goes. And then the person came and beat up the person. It's like that so much, man. The cops might as well set up a freaking checkpoint here or something, like make a tent with some chairs and some donuts, and they should just chill here, because it's like every day. And then they just don't. Like, what's up with that? Like, if you know there's a known trouble area, wouldn't you, like, patrol through it sometimes? There's days on end where I don't see them one time. But then, like, they get called here every other day. So why wouldn't they be here, like, the other days? Like, isn't there, like, preventive? They're too, like, responsive, you know what I mean? Like, they only do things when something happens. You think if they would just roll around and be a deterrent, like, things wouldn't happen. Like, they're always just waiting for something to happen, and then they're coming. Like, you could prevent that. They could have prevented that fight if they just would have been rolling around here every once in a while. Because if they come through here one time, that puts it into the people's heads that, oh, they could come through again. But when they don't see them for 2-3 days, they just go back to fighting and whatever else. Shooting fireworks out of their butt in the middle of the street. There was one weekend where they were circling like every 15 minutes because there was like a whole incident with a blicky. I can't say the word, you know what I mean? I need to start recording this stuff. I just don't want to, like, give up my whole location, or else I would. Gotta get that dash cam going. You probably think I'm, like, exaggerating. I love to show the 3-year-old kids just running around by themselves and stuff like that. Like, that's crazy. Okay, so yeah, if you're mid-level and you don't have Flaming Oni, this is what I'd recommend. And if you like Fundingus like I do, you could do Fundingus instead of Goblin Shaman if you want. Have yourself a summon instead of a more loopy. Is the banner still right? You might want to actually... Hold on. You might want to actually do like a green-brown with this one. So let me change the banner before I show the code. There you go. Now you got double green, more extra, or you got double brown, extra green. Get up that weapon or that shaman, cast it, get up the truffle, just cast the truffle over and over. Yeah, it's like in that in-between time right now, Sana. It's not hot enough, and now it stopped raining. So this is like the worst time, probably. Once it gets to be 100 out and they can't wear their shiesties and their hoodies and stuff, they'll stay inside. But right now it's nice out. Okay, so, you know, I guess I'll do another low-level team, but I really don't think you should be doing this if you're low-level. You could do the Black Beast thing if you really wanted to. Get that turnip. Man, who's going to do your damage, though? I mean, the turnip hits one enemy, I guess. You could do like a skeleton key slug hoarder thing, maybe. Maybe we try that. Got Skeleton Key. Deal damage to the first and last enemies, boosted by my gold. If an enemy dies, gain an extra turn. Then you'd want Slug Hoarder for sure. Does any other troop on here do anything with gold? Or can you do like 2 Slug Hoarders? And you'd 100% need another mana generator. You need a mana generator. Like we have 0. Probably like Fundingus. He'd probably have to be in first slot too. I don't know, let's just try it for the low level peeps. We got a lot of green. And we probably want to double up. Like, since we only have 1 mana generator, I'm going to go green-red. We'll go all in on that Fundingus. Class, we could stick with Archer. Alright, let's just see what happens. Timestamp. Underspire low. 132, and it's kind of a gold farming team, if you like that. Alright, so as we were talking about earlier, your gold is usually 0 out of 100. Now it's 0 out of 150. Because we got Slug Hoarder. We got 2 Slug Hoarders, so... I think that works like that, right? Let's get our mana. This is free. Now we have all of our damage. This hits 2 enemies, so we do that first. Then we can do these. We didn't fill our gold all the way up. But you might later on. When you gotta cast more. Mark, I think with the gob truffles, this is going to be easier than last week. So you should definitely do it. That's why you're a hermit? Yeah, me too, kinda. If it wasn't for the car, I would definitely not care about anything out there. Like, I got one thing out there. Unfortunately. If I had 0 things out there, I wouldn't care at all. I would just put on headphones and not listen to nothing. That's what I used to do. It's like a combination of it's getting worse here, and now I have to care a little bit. Bang. Mr. Z says, every time you share a story, Cindy, I have to remind myself that you're not in Florida, so it's not normal. I know. Florida man. This is where all the Florida men, they originate. You know, everybody from Ohio moves to Florida when they get old and stuff. Or whenever. I feel like I've heard that story many times of people that used to live here and then they moved to Florida. So we might be the, like, originator of the Florida man. Like, they moved from here to Florida. And then they did their Florida man stuff. I think that's the lore of the Florida man. They used to live in Cincinnati area. I'm sorry if you live in Florida. I'm sorry. They're all coming down there. Eating people's faces. They get even crazier down there. I feel you, Sana. That's me too. Kinda. I'd probably... I'm sort of an introvert, though. I wouldn't, like, deny it. I'm more comfortable by myself a lot of the time. In my own head. I'm not one to, like, sit there and have conversations with people all the time. Sometimes, you know, it's fun, but... It has to be somebody I really like that's a friend. I'm not just gonna, like, chat some stranger up about the weather and stuff like that. There you go! You don't have a garage? Nope. Just a big old crappy football field that I have to park in. Concrete football field. You know the lines is for the yard markers, dummy. The 10-yard line, 20, there's a touchdown right there. That's what it's for. That ain't parking. It ain't parking spots. That's the yard markers for the football. That's why they poured the concrete, not for cars to roll on. It's for people to walk on, dummy. I went to the last day of school. I went to pick up the kid, and people just walk right in front of your car. Like, I don't understand. Like they have the right of way or something in a parking lot. Like, shouldn't the people be looking out for the cars and not the other way around? I know it happens like that a lot. Like, you're driving and you have to stop for people, and of course you do. But these people walk like they have the right of way. They're not walking like, oh, there's a car, I better get out of the way. No, they just, like, walk slower in front of your car. Like, they did not pour this concrete and make these lines so you could walk around in it with the right of way. That's not what they did that for. I'm sorry. It's for cars to drive on and to park in. So you should probably, like, get out of the way when there's a car driving. And not just saunter, looking at my phone, You gotta stop, because I'm here. I'm here walking, dummy. I'm walking on the concrete with the lines, the football field. Duh. They poured it for me, not you, not the car. It's for my feet, dummy. What you driving around on the concrete for, you idiot? I got the right of way, dum-dum. There's no, like, crosswalk, no sign. Yeah, they're not walking in the right area. They're just walking down the middle of the road, and you got to stop and wait. Because they just saunter along. About 100 pounds overweight, just walking around in the middle of the road. I think they're just all so, like, their brain, something's wrong with their brain. And they moved to Florida. I don't know if they think they're tough or something. Like, I don't care if a car runs me over. I'm so stupid. Screw you, train. Middle fingers at the train. This ain't for trains, you dummy. It's for me to walk on. You better stop. Middle fingers. Screw you, I'm not scared. What's that called? Darwin? In short shorts, yeah. Did they film Escape from New York in Cincinnati? They probably did. Weather talk equals end of conversation. Russet says, I'm counting myself lucky to live in a Welsh ex-mining town. Bored teenagers congregate at the top of the valley, not here. That's what we have, like, a place they could go, but they don't, they're like, I don't think they even know. There's like a trail that goes down to a creek where they could be all by them. You know how many cameras we have here? It's crazy. I counted them. This might as well be Camera City. Like, that's how you tell how bad a neighborhood is, like how many cameras there are. Every other person has a camera. I wonder why. I was just walking to the dumpster and I saw like 18 cameras. Just not even the whole... I didn't go through the whole place and count every single door. This was just like me walking from point A to point B and back. I counted 18 cameras. Where I live. There's woods. There's a trail. There's a creek. There's no cameras down there. Why are you out here in front of the cameras? I'm telling you, these people aren't smart. At least some of them. And he's off. People that ride bicycles in traffic lanes aggravate me the most. Get the F on the side of the road, or better yet, the sidewalk. I know, dude. Like they made this a bike. They did all the traffic signals and the stop signs, and they poured the concrete, and they did the yellow lines and the white lines and the different lanes and everything, so you could ride your bike. That's why. Smart guy. Of course you have the right of way. That's the whole reason they made this road. For you to ride your bike and to walk. That's why. They got in a big old conference. It's millions of dollars. Like, oh, we need some concrete for people to walk on. Alright, what should we do now? Sauna with the gifted, thank you so much. Appreciate you, you're a legend. Going over the bar, jumping so far, kicking your shoe to the moon. What time is it? I might be able to do like 10 more minutes. What do you guys want to see? Anything in particular? I'll probably just play the game normally. Let's check out PvP. Let's see what kind of mess, what kind of dumpster fire is going on over there. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I really can't give you PvP teams anymore because it's going to be different for every platform. You're voting. How am I supposed to know what your restriction is? Like, I can't really help you as much as I used to be able to. The devs love doing that. They love making our job harder. I don't even know if I'm going to put a timestamp because, I mean, I guess. I could say Citadel Wars. Citadel Wars. 142. Alright, let's check it out. These won't be the same for you unless you're on PlayStation. So the wars are in Fae, Elemental, and that's it. If we go to Alliance, what am I? I feel like I haven't ranked. Oh, I guess I'm 4 now, huh? Or wait. Oh, I'm 5. Whatever 5 is. So, we gotta pick between Fae and Elemental. They both sound pretty easy. You could start here and just like make your team in quick battle to see if you can make a good team here or there. But you can't ever save your team. Fae. I feel like we made a cool Fae team last time, but Elemental's probably going to be the way to go. Could do King of the Ravens with, like, Daughter of Time and something else. Maybe King Aberon and a weapon. But then you have only 1 damage dealer, so... It might be... I don't know, let's do it. I feel like doing Fae, I guess. Astralis is nice. Kind of want to try... I want to do this thing. Purple and blue. Weapon, you can use anything, so you probably use the wand. Now what? You could do King Aberon or... Oh, we probably have Leprechaun, huh? The only problem with this team is only 1 damage dealer, though. I'll put him, like, in the middle of the team. Let's see if it works or not. Banner! We got purple, we got green. Yellow. Might be yellow. Green, yellow, minus brown? Maybe. Class. Class. Might go thief. Oh, Purple Storm. Drop some more purple for the King of the Ravens. And let's just see what happens. I don't know. This is a quick battle. It's not a Citadel fight. See if I win or not. And you can see other people's teams in case you want to try something else. They have Wand, Ulor, Vernalis, Mistralis. I mean, she's extra turn no matter what. Okay. Extra turn. I'm pretty much just trying to keep it on my turn. With this. Let's throw these up there. And then do this. And throw these up there. You gotta look. Because the wand isn't 100% gonna hit them. Do that again. Got this down here. Ooh, we got that too. Now we can do this. Nice. Got that. Get her up. Cast her. She's pretty much free. Just need the King of the Ravens. She'll get up eventually. I'll get up eventually. Come on. There she is again. Let's do her. Then him. And then her. And then him. And then her. Alright, I'll do this. Speed it up. We win, it just does take a minute. I don't know if they'll be able to beat us with that, but... You want to try it on Citadel Wars? For our... I usually go Orpheus just to make sure. Let's see if it can win. I really don't care. I mean, I do, but... I think most people are doing Elemental, so I like to pick the one that most people aren't doing. Even though my main goal is to not lose, really. Let's go. Citadel Wars happening now. Of course, the Spirit Gems and the Extra Turn Gem are nowhere near green. Could do this, though. Let's hope this hits. Got it. Now you do this. And then this. And... let's do this. There's an extra turn down there. Are we gonna hit it, though? Purple? Yeah, we will. Explodes all purple. Do that. Could do this. Let's take this stuff. And we can do this. And then this. It's like a slowly killing them 1,000 cuts. It'd be this is kind of like a sweaty wrestler team, you know. Okay, we have that, so why not? But we could like not do that, but I'm doing it. I don't know. Should I leave those up or not? Hopefully this green blows up. Yep. So we blow up all purple and pretty much all green. So anytime an extra turn gem is next to a purple or green, you know, Leprechaun's green, King of Ravens is purple. Here's a purple next to an extra turn. And we gotta put them back. Here's a purple next to an extra turn, right? Put them back. Here's a green next to an extra turn. Okay, we got a purple next to an extra turn right here. And we win! So that's the first fight. Let's do all 5, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Oh, I should be doing these too. Make sure you, like, this is the main time. If you're gonna use them, now's the time. And I should have used it for that first fight too. Oops. Now's the time to use those swift talismans. Okay, any extra turns? No. Could drain their mana though. And now we do... Okay, it's next to a purple. And let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. And put them back. Is it next to a purple? Yes. Okay. Not next to a green. So put them back. Now it's next to a green. Extra turn. Not next to a purple. Or green. And this is not an extra turn because we're frozen. Let's just do this. Put them back. It's next to a purple. It's next to a green. Put them back. It's next to a purple. We run out of steam a little bit here. Let's do this. Oh, they got a turn. It's okay though. Let's see. Put them back. Next to purple. And they're dead! So 2 fights down. Next fight we get our gold marks. Nice pick. I just want to win. I'm not trying to fight the hardest fight. Okay, brown extra turn. Everybody's up. So we do this. And we just check. We got the green. Put it back. And it does not want to be next to purple. So, let's try this. Oh no, we missed. Not good. We don't want to be missing. Okay. This. You don't want to be missing. Dang it. What's going on here? Come on. What do you keep missing for? What do you keep missing for? I better drain them. If they can be drained. Ouchie. Come on, baby. There you go. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Okay. Put these up. Do this. Put these up. Do this. Come on, baby. I guess they can't be drained on some of those. Put this up. Do this. Put it up. Do this. You die already? Sheesh. Yeah, one of them did. Okay, we can do this. Put them up. Do this. Put them up. Do this. Here we go. It's working now. Put them up. Do that. Here we go. Could do this. And come on, baby. Let's grab this. Put them up. They all matched. They're almost dead, but they're not all the way yet. Let's put them up. Do this. Let's take this. Put them up. Kill them. Hey, we win. That was a little bit shaky, but still won. I should have got gold marks. Alright, last real fight. Last real fight that matters. Because we got the Guardian after this, and then like the fight that doesn't really matter if you already won all your fights, kind of. This is the last one that matters for real. Do we need this? Let's go ahead and, let's just do that. We gotta get going here. Come on. Oh, they're pretty easy. We got an easy fight. Put them up. Let's just go. We're gonna win. Yay! Dominator. I'll show you the team code when I'm done, if you want to try it. Here we go. This is never super hard. I mean, the thing it has. We should take off our. Should really take our things off now. You don't want to waste them. I don't want to equip it. I want to remove it. Like, these last two fights don't matter, so don't waste them. You want to use them on your first 4 fights. At least that's what I do. You're probably not going to lose this. This guy's just going to be standing there for a minute while you chip him down, but the rest of the team, usually not too hard. At that. Come on. It's right next to a purple. We do this. Do this, I guess. Put these up. Do that. Do it again. Do that. Chip them down, baby. Put them up. Do that. Let's see. We got this red and that purple. Okay. Anything else? We can't blow that up, though. Let's do this. And then this. And then this. Okay. It's next to a purple. Throw it up. And it's just him standing there now. We're good. Green next to it. They're dead. Yeah! I love when I make up my own, like, brand new team that... I don't know. Is this a team that... Yeah. I think King of the Ravens and Daughter of Time's a team. And it's just got Wand and Leprechaun. It's not like some... I didn't reinvent the wheel here, but... You get 2 of your Swift Talismans back. So... 2 steps forward, 1 step back type of deal here. Maybe if it's like a super easy fight, you don't leave them on. You just do the easy fight. Save them. Alright, last fight that really doesn't matter except for like our placement in the alliance type of thing. We already got all of our gold marks. We already beat the Citadel Guardian. This one's like no pressure. Purple. I don't think I've lost a Citadel fight yet. It's been close, because it's kind of like Guild Wars. I don't think I have, but... If you told me I lost one, like, 3 weeks... I don't know. Not 100%. Put them up. Blow them up. And... we got blue. We got green. Throw them up there. We blow them up. We win. So, yeah. Could help you win if you're not winning, but it's not the fastest thing ever. But you know, you're not trying to be fast when you're doing Citadel Wars. You're treating it like Guild Wars. I should have probably, you know that one fight where they weren't, their mana wasn't draining? I probably should have cursed them with the wand. Like, I could have done better there. That was the fight that was the closest. But that might be operator error. There you go, if you want to try that. I know most of y'all probably don't even have Fae, but maybe you do. I mean, the voting, like, if it's between 3 choices and Fae is on there, you guys might have Fae too, but for it to also, I don't know. If you have Fae, here you go. And that is probably it for the day. I'll see you tomorrow for the faction event and the epic trials. Let's go back. See how many guild vault keys I got left. 121. So I'm gonna break that up over the next, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I got 4 days to open 121. So I'm gonna divide it by 4. I'm gonna open 30 a day, which is pretty good. That's not bad. I'd rather see something like 25 a day, so I know 100% I'm going to get it done, but 30 a day is not too bad. You should have somewhere between like 0 and 50 to open each day. So I hope you don't have any more than like 200 vault keys left, because you want to open them. You don't have to open them all. It's just like it makes you go harder in the vault if you have 0. And why not see like what's in them? Why not see how many gems there are in there, and like orbs and stuff, and keys and diamonds and all kinds of good stuff in those vault keys. So why not open them and then make yourself go harder in the vault event, because now you have 0 and you want to get some. Oh, see what y'all were saying before we get out of here. Yoke says, I went out to Amsterdam and there are more bikes than cars. It was crazy. Yeah, some places are like that. You're right. But, like, around here, it's not like that. Like, at New York City or something, or Amsterdam, there's a lot of bikes and stuff. And, yeah, they do have some sort of the right-of-way, and it's kind of designed for that. But around here, it's not designed for you to just be walking down the middle of the street. But they do it anyway. Kat says, I ended up in 3rd place last week in Citadel Wars, Bright Empire, and I missed days because the schedules were a mess. Go figure. That's on Xbox. I'm the same way. I'm not playing if it's broken. That's just the way I am with this game. I don't That's like me boycotting their broken game, and I just don't feel like messing with it and having Cliffy errors and getting my stream knocked all the way down because the game goes down. Like, I'm not risking that. Sana says Amsterdam is crazy like an ant farm. I'm glad I don't live in those parts of the country. Mark says I'm at 15,000 VP already in Strix. It's easy with the Yellow Doom weapon. Sana says Raven Scepter, King of the Ravens, Daughter of Time, Skady. Yoke says I spent 21 days over in Europe about 5 years ago. I loved it. Italy, London, Paris, and Lithuania, plus Amsterdam. Sana lives in the Netherlands, the dope land. Mark says Doomed Spear, ×2 finesse, Ecodal, it kills it in Strix. So sounds like a good one. Do I have Strix? I guess I do, because you're on PvP. You're on a PlayStation, so I don't even know why I asked that question. You'll try it tonight. Yoke's gonna try it tonight. Sana said, I think many had problems with the name, so short Holland. Mr. Z says, what I find even more interesting is that you're not Netherlander or a Hollander. You're Dutch. You have more names than I do on YouTube. Mark says, I got back-to-back purple books today. Nice. That's perfect. Language is a mix of English, German, French, and Danish. Alright. Take care, Russet Fox. No problem, Mark. Thank you for being here. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel. Comment below, and I will see y'all tomorrow for that faction event, those epic trials, around the same time, 9:30 a.m. EST. But you know me, I'm not always right on time. Sometimes I have equipment problems. Sometimes I have to run an errand. Yeah. Somewhere between 9:30 and 10:30, but shooting for 9:30 a.m. EST. Thanks for joining me today, Sana, Cat, Mark, Russet, Fox, Yoke the Ham. We got Mark, we got Mr. Z. We got Yoke, we got Mark, we got Sana, we got Cat. Cat was here today. Sana went to Gifted, went to Alan. I've never heard of that person, but hey, you never know. They could be lurking. Dervicious was here. We got Russet, Fox, we got Mark, we got Yoke, we got Sana, Mr. Z, Chad the Clip Bomb. We got Yoke. We got Stacy. We got Manadwin. Can't leave that booger unpicked, man. Chad with the 2, thumbs up to that. And he doubled up on it and didn't mean to, so we'll remember that tomorrow, dude. Rich Kaufman was here. He says, Dirty Sinners, I made it. Sorry if I missed you there, Rich. Dez says, blame it on Livewire. Yeah. You always blame it on, you know how you like, when you're at a job and somebody either quits or gets fired, and you just blame them for everything for at least a week or two. If anything goes wrong in the entire place, you blame it on the person that just quit or got fired. Because they're not there to answer. That's what people do. I'm not saying I do it, but you could. Like, oh, why didn't this order get placed? Oh, you know it was Jack. Jack got quit. He quit a week ago. He's supposed to put in that order. I told him put in that order, and then he quit. You know how mad you are at him. Yeah, he did that too. Yeah. Secretly, like, you forgot to put in the order, but are they going to call the guy that just quit or got fired to ask him? Probably not. So it was Jack. I told him. That's why he quit. That's why he got fired. Doing stuff like that. I know you're mad at him anyway, right? Here you go. You're justified. He forgot. It was him. 2 months later, it was freaking Jack. Told him to do it. They're like, dude, it's been like 2 months now. You can't blame Jack anymore. You're blaming Jack every day. It's been 2 months now. Like, you know, it's good. It's cool for the first like 2 or 3 weeks, but come on. Anita with the gifted to beg. That was perfect. Perfection. We got Mr. PGGK. Worm Skull with the 2. Thank you so much. You got a little booty shaking hippo there or something. Twerking. Or it's supposed to be a ghost. I don't know. Sana with the gifted. You're a legend. Oh, yeah. Mark with the 2 thumbs up, baby. Rich Smith was here. Mark was first, Rich was second, and Sana was third. We got Rich Kaufman and a Rich Smith. After rant. You never know. You never know. But I'll see y'all. Later, Mark. Later, Sauna. Later, Cat. See ya, Russet Fox. Peace out, Yoke. Have a good day. You're the best. See you tomorrow. Thank you very much.